Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. So I'm here to do our card for the week, which starts tomorrow, 9th of August. But also another few little things. So this video will probably be a little bit longer than normal. Hopefully I'll upload okay, fingers crossed. But first thing to say is thank you very much for all of my subscribers that have been with me all along this journey and that have kind of joined as we've been going along, and the ones that have joined in the last few days, because you guys have got me to the point of having 500 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely brilliant. Now, it has taken a while with my YouTube channel. It's been a bit of a slow grower. It took me a while to get into being able to do these things and kind of build the confidence. But gradually getting to the point where it's coming a bit more naturally, and that's really starting to show in the number of people that are watching. So that's a really great bit of news. So thank you so much for that. And what I'll be doing is over the next week or so, I'll be putting up a little thank you video, which will probably be something like a pick a card or something like that, just to say thank you as a reading for all of my subscribers. So if you guys could like the video and all of those good things, share it with your friends, then I can continue to grow the channel. So that would be really lovely if you wouldn't mind doing that. So again, thank you so much for that. So also this little reading that I'm going to do now is going to embrace a little bit of other energy. So we've got new moon today. The new moon is in Leo. And we've also got the Lion's Gate portal. And the Lion's Gate portal is, it's kind of a sort of an astrological and numerological event, really, where we have the date, the 8th of the 8th. So we've got these 2 8s. And 8s are a very kind of auspicious number. They're great for manifesting and abundance and good luck and all of that kind of stuff. I think, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, and do research it if you want, if you're interested. I think that in Chinese culture, the number 8 is a really lucky number. I know in sort of Western culture, it's number 7 usually. I think in Chinese culture, I think it's the number 8, but don't quote me on that. It's just something that's somewhere in my brain that's popped up now. So it's a great energy, this whole thing. So we've got this 8 energy. We've got the sun in Leo, which is very, very positive energy. Leo's pretty much sort of out there as the look at me star sign. So it's a really positive energy, certainly not hiding away. And we've also got the star Sirius, which is coming into alignment with the sun and all of the other things that are going on astrologically at the moment. So basically we have this alignment of the moon, the sun, and the star Sirius. So the star Sirius is connected to our kind of soul path, our true self. So this portal that is opening now alongside the new moon, which is great for your wishes and abundance and all of that kind of thing, is kind of enhancing all of that and allowing you to get your soul and your purpose and everything aligned with what the other things that are going on. So it's a really, really great energy. So I'm going to put down a couple of extra cards to sort of look at that energy for you. But in the first instance, I'm just going to put down some tarot cards for the week ahead. And then I'll kind of overlay and add into the energy of the new moon and also the Lion's Gate portal. So first of all, for this week, we've got in the tarot, 4 of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is kind of saying to us that we are, I always see it as a kind of, we're kind of stable, we're secure. The fours talk about that. So, you know, it's like having four legs on a table, isn't it? You know, they're much more stable than a three-legged table. So it's all about that stability. Now, you need to be thinking about, do you want to just kind of consolidate, or do you want to be pushing forward from that point? Now, only you really know what that's about for you. When I look at the Four of Pentacles card, I've said this to you before, I think, on this channel, I'm sure I have. I look at the pig and I kind of say, is that pig looking happy or is he looking a bit shifty? And he actually looks pretty happy to me in this card. So that would be saying that we have this stability now and it's time to start building on that. So it's a great energy to start the week with. This energy of just building. We've got this solid foundation. We can now start to move forward. So then I'm going to lay down a tarot from this beautiful Mystical Moments deck. I really love this deck. I'm going to probably use it for another couple of weeks. And then I've still got some unboxings to do. So I'll try my best. I've been really busy with work this week, so it's not been easy to do videos. But anyway, I'll do my best and try and get some unboxings done. I also want to do that thank you video first. I'm going to prioritize that because I just think it's really important to acknowledge the achievement and the fact that you guys have helped me get there. So let's just see what we've got moving through the week with this lovely deck. So Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a card that talks about being able to accept endings and of being able to heal from that, really, and just giving yourself a bit of a time, a bit of a moment. So there's a really important energy with the Nine of Swords, which is don't kind of just brush your pain under the table. That's how I feel with the Nine of Swords. We often talk about being gentle with ourselves and being able to acknowledge that pain. There's a lot, I'm not one of the positivity police, and there's a lot of energy that goes into let's be positive, you know, let's focus on the positive stuff, and whilst that's beneficial and useful, not to the point where you completely devalue any pain or challenges that you've had, because that energy is valuable too. You wouldn't be able to recognize the good stuff if you don't experience the not so good stuff. So, you know, sometimes we have to just acknowledge that things can be painful. You know, you can see she's protecting herself there. She's covering herself. She's hugging herself. Give yourself a virtual hug or a real hug to help you to get through whatever you need to get to. Just feels like there might be things that come up this week that might be painful for you, that might be sad. Memories, or, you know, anything that is stuck there in your past that might need to be healed. As you're gentle with it and you heal it, that's how you move forward. You kind of don't move forward by denying it and pushing it down and just burying it, because that's just not helpful in any way. So don't do that. Let's have a look and see what the oracle cards have for us today. I know I said this last week and I don't want to bore you, but I just love this this oracle deck. It is beautiful. Let's see what we have. So, pure spirit, purification. So it's interesting that this comes up when we've got this Lionsgate portal energy, because like I said, it is very much to do with the alignment of the star Sirius and the sun and the moon and all of that stuff. And there we've got this beautiful star. And I just really feel like that's what that energy is, that kind of pure spirit, our connection with the divine. So it's a really, really fantastic card to have Lionsgate portal wise. So I'm just going to have a little look and see what she writes in the book. But this is kind of saying to me that we're looking at this connection that we have, the connection that we have with spirit. So let me have a look and see what she says in the book. So it says here, the spirit of is it pine? See, I read that as pure. How interesting is that? Okay, so what it is, should have known because it's got the pine trees in the background. But it's interesting because I think sometimes that, you know, you have these Freudian moments, don't you, where you kind of say what you are picking up rather than necessarily what you're seeing. So, you know, take what you want from it, but I feel like I'm looking at purity, where it does say purification there as well. So maybe I was subconsciously reading everything all at the same time. So anyway, let me just read you what it says. It says, let go of the old, discarded and unused. Purify, cleanse, clutter clear your home, your body and your life. Release whatever does not serve and support you. Take time for total purification. You'll feel brighter and also be a clearer channel for the light. So that is really interesting because of this energy we've got with this Lionsgate portal energy coming in. It's great positive energy. So make room for the positive energy. You know, if you can clear some space, do it. Some of us can't. But if you can, even just emptying the bins and getting someone to take your stuff away is, you know, it's enough. And even if you can't completely declutter your whole house, a little bit is better than nothing. If you can spend 10 minutes just tidying something up or putting some stuff out for the rubbish, it's 10 minutes better than it was before you did it. And even if it feels like you haven't made much of a hole in it, it's a step in the right direction. And it's like they say, you know, if you take a step towards spirit, they will take 10 steps towards you. So just making that tiny bit of effort to just do one little thing, you know, throw one thing away, give one thing to charity, whatever you need to do. But if you take that one step, then spirit will help you with the rest of it. I'm just going to pop down a Brian to go for the rest of this week. Just see what Brian's got to say. I also feel like that Nine of Swords sometimes can be about that purification, you know, really letting yourself heal from the pain and just really being gentle, acknowledging it, and then being able to let it go, not pushing it down, not forcing it out, but really acknowledging the sadness. And that is when you can then finally be able to let it go. So let me just have a little look and see what Brian's got to add to the party. Okay, so Brian is saying, excellent, keep going. What a great card. Have I told you lately how proud I am of you, my friend? So there's Brian saying that as we get to the end of the week, we're going to have been through some stuff by the look of it. You know, we've started from this position of knowing that we're safe and we're secure. And then we've gone on a bit of a healing journey, allowing things to leave us, allowing the space, allowing the pain to go, acknowledging it and allowing it to heal. And part of that process is this purification of just being able to let go of anything that isn't serving us anymore, clearing things out, decluttering, etc., all of that. And there's Brian at the end of the week saying what a great job we have done. So perfect cards to tell us a little story about next week. Excuse me, just drinking my water. Okay, we'll see if that balances over there. It might do, it might not. Okay, so for the new moon in Leo, it's a great time to be writing your wish letters, sending your wishes out, setting new intentions. It's a brilliant time for that. So I'm just going to put down a Moonology card to just have a look at the new moon energy for today, and see what we get for the new moon. Okay. Oh, this card's not come apart. Okay, so the new moon energy that I'm being given in this card is actually the North Node card, and it's about stepping out of your comfort zone. So let me just read you what she says in here about the North Node. Just to bear with me while I find it. Here it is, the last one. Okay. So the North Node is asking you to attune to the moon. So appropriate that we're coming up with this new moon energy. New moon energy in Leo is very positive, very powerful, very much making yourself known, you know, being your authentic self, actually really showing who you are. The Leos love that. They love to be, you know, up there on the stage, showing off who they are. So it's asking you to really be true to yourself and just showing who you really are. So the teaching part of this card is the North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It is a karmic point on the horoscope chart, and it shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment and happiness. The North Node is a karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So there's a healing energy in that as well. There seems to be a message in these cards about healing what has gone before. That's your Nine of Swords. And then clearing it and allowing yourself to move forward from there. So this new moon energy is, I mean, it's great because it's Leo. So it's fire sign, it's positive, it's taking action. It's being proud of what you're doing. You think of a lion, they're very proud. You know, there's Brian saying how proud I am of you. So we've got this whole synchronicity going on at the moment with the Moonology card, the Nine of Swords, the purification, and this pride, this energy of pride. So I'm just going to pull out one more oracle card to just focus on the, actually I'm not, I'm going to pull a tarot card because that's what my guide is telling me to do. To just focus on Lionsgate portal energy and what we can use in that Lionsgate portal energy to help us to use it to the best possible effect. We have it today, and it goes, it's open and flowing to us, this energy, until the 12th of August, I believe. So let me just put down this tarot card to ask what we can best do, or what has our best energy for working with this Lionsgate portal moment. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. So be prepared to allow change for the better to come in. That's really in keeping what we've got going on with this whole spread of having this stability and this healing and this energy of letting everything go once we have healed, and being able to move forward, and you know, using this, stepping out of our comfort zone, not being afraid to lose sight of the shore because we're going somewhere else. We're not afraid of what we're leaving behind. We know that it's the past is the past, and we are embracing the changes that are coming for the better. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze just a second. Oh dear. So, excuse me. Wheel of Fortune, absolutely fantastic card to end on. Really, really hope that that has helped you. There's quite a lot there today, but there's a lot going on. Thank you very much for watching, and all my subscribers and all of that jazz that I said at the beginning. If you have enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will speak to you all very soon. Thanks for watching.